There we go. Welcome to the Optimal Living KVB Challenge. And we have several of you who are on this call who may be learning about Niken, learning about Kenzen Vital Balance, the Wellness Home, all those types of things for the first time. Welcome. We're glad you're here. We have many of you who are veterans and who are looking to do some reshaping of your minds and your bodies at the beginning of this wonderful program. For some of you, it's a new year, and that brings new excitement as well. So we're going to get underway with, a kind of a poem, if you will, that I've always absolutely loved. And it goes like this. It says, "This is the beginning of a new day. God has given this day to use as I will. I can waste it or use it for good. But what I do with this day is important because I'm exchanging a day of my life for it. When tomorrow comes, this day will be gone forever, leaving in its place something that I've traded for it. I want it to be gain and not loss, good and not evil, success and not failure, love and not indifference, in order that I shall not regret the price that I have paid for it." You see, this is a new day. Every moment is a new moment, and we can change what we were and who we're going to become by what we choose right now. That is just an absolutely exciting option that we have with our life. Many of you who've dialed in, who are on my email list, can open up your emails right now, and you're going to open a document that has just been sent to you called the Optimal Living KVB Challenge document. It's just barely sent to you. If you've invited some people to this call, you may want to grab it and forward it to them. Just email it out to them real quick. And we're going to talk about some real simple things that this program is going to utilize to be able to help you reach your optimal living goals. Now, many people who have come to this call are here because of they're wanting to drop some pounds, release some weight, if you will. But that's not everything that this program is for. If you're looking to create a more balanced life, mind, body, family, society, finances, this will be a great call for you. If you're looking to curb cravings, some of you are sugar addicts out there. If you're looking to curb cravings, this will be a great call for you. If you're looking to cleanse your body, clear your mind, maybe get rid of some inflammation, feel better, this will be a great call for healthier living. And this portion is designed for people who want a little bit of accountability, a little extra kick in the pants. Sometimes it's funner to play in the sandbox when you're playing with somebody, okay? So with that in mind, we're going to start with a quote here by Deepak Chopra, and it's on your sheet. It says, "It is never too late to begin creating the bodies we want, instead of the ones we mistakenly assume we are stuck with." And I would also change that to, it's never too late to create the minds that we want. Not just the bodies that we want, but the minds that we want. Okay, so to get started with this program, you're going to need to get your products. You're going to need to set your goals. You need to find a partner. Okay, you see that written right there? It says, get your products, set your goals, and find a partner. So get your products. I hope everyone, by the time they are done with this call, understands the importance of a wellness home and the importance of getting a complete, entire wellness home to optimize your body, your family, your living options for life. If you haven't got a wellness home and that's too much to grab to get it all at once, and which it is for most people, we're going to ask you to get started. Number one, get KVB, Kenzen Vital Balance. You can get it in vanilla, you can get it in chocolate, and begin your wellness home journey by getting your Kenzen Vital Balance, okay? So that's where you're going to start. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we get moving. You're going to get your products. You're going to set your goals. You're going to set what we call a 5 pillars goal. Now, the philosophy that we have is one that is a very Eastern philosophy. In Western medicine, if we have pain, we try to cover it up. What drug, what pill, how do I mask, how do I get rid of my pain? How do I ignore that it even exists, okay? In Eastern philosophy, they look at pain as a reason to sit back and examine and understand what is causing this pain, what is this stress, what is making me feel this? And that is often a signal, if you will, of something that is out of balance in our life. So 5 pillars of wellness, if you will, would be having a body that is well, having a mind that is well, having a family or relationships that are well, having an environment, a society that we are able to contribute in, okay? Is our ability to contribute, is that well? Are our finances well? And the first thing to do here is to pick one of these areas that ain't well. What do you need to do? What is the most important thing that needs to be altered? Now, that thing may simply be a habit that needs to be established. And if you establish that habit, lots of good things could transform in your life, okay? So maybe that habit would be, I need to read something good and motivational every day. If I got my brain thinking on positive things rather than always dwelling on the negative things, that might be a habit that could create a better state of wellness for my mind, okay? Maybe that habit is dealing with something else. So you may have a 5 pillars goal that is a habit, or it may be a goal that requires you to do something new or different on a daily basis towards reaching that 5 pillars goal, okay? Maybe you found yourself being negative, and your habit is that you're going to say 5 positive things every day. Maybe you found yourself developing frown wrinkles, and maybe you've made a goal to smile, specifically smile at 3 people every day. I don't know what this habit's going to be for your 5 pillars goal, this new way of being, this new mode of wellness for you. But you need to set a 5 pillars goal, and then we're going to give some things for tracking, if you will, your wellness and some wellness habits for your healthy body. Okay, so if you've got your sheet open, your Optimal Living KVB Challenge sheet. In fact, why don't I make this simple? I'm going to put it on screen here for just a moment, and you can track it and see it as I have it up in front of me. Hopefully it is large enough. There we go. So we just covered get started, get your products, set your goals, find a partner. The find a partner part is really important because I'm going to ask you to have a daily accountability partner. You're going to track some points. And in tracking your points, if you had a daily accountability partner, now you can choose to text them, email them, or call them. I'm going to suggest you call them. Interaction, hearing people's voices, changes our endorphins, all those kinds of things. But you figure out what's going to work best for you. And groups of 2, maybe groups of 3 at the most. This is a short call and interaction. And what you do with your accountability partner is you share your win for the previous day. So there's 7 key points we're going to talk about that you're going to do. And maybe you've been falling short in one, and you say, hey, I finally got this one part done that I haven't been able to do. That's your win. Okay, but you share a win from the previous day. You share your points for the previous day, and you share your goal for the next day. This is not a 30-minute session of all the excuses of why you didn't do it. Okay? No excuses are shared on an accountability call. Zip. Okay? This is not an excuse course. This is a success course, and you're sharing the things that you were successful at. If you got 4 things done right, great. You did 4 good things. Okay. So to get started, get your products. If you do not have your Kenzen Vital Balance ordered, get it done now. 2, Set your goal today. 3, your 5 pillars goal today. And the third one, find a partner. Next one on there is you're going to daily track your points, and you're going to daily get a hold of your accountability partner. Weekly on this call. And weekly, I'd suggest you invite a friend. The more people you have in your community doing this together, seeking a wellness lifestyle, if you're looking to drop pounds, being on that same path, big deal for you. Products. Long term, you're looking towards a wellness home, but you're going to start with Kenzen Vital Balance. The next thing I suggest you get is PiMag water, whether that be in the sports bottle or whether that be getting a waterfall. I'd consider getting the water pack. You can get free shipping in your first month. You get all the water items. It's the least expensive way to do it. It's the best deal. But if all you can do is start with a sports bottle, start with a sports bottle. Jade, Greenzymes, and CIAGA are very valuable additions to help with cravings. We're going to talk about that here in just a moment. And then day by day, month by month, adding up towards getting a complete wellness home. You just take the item of sleep. Sleep is huge for being able to balance and optimize inflammation, dropping weight, all those types of things. I realize you may not be able to get it right up front, but decide right now, I'm getting a complete wellness home, and I want to get all of the sleep products, the water products, the air products, etc. I'm going to encourage you to post your optimal living goal. Whatever that goal is that you set and the ideal weight, post it, okay? Multiple places in your house. Share your optimal living goal with 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 people. When you share a goal, it becomes much more real and much more important, and people will be checking up on you. And then I'm going to encourage you to create affirmations. I've just got some to deal with weight right here. I eat to live. I don't live to eat. Nothing tastes as great as thin and fit feels. I deserve to live a happy, healthy life. I have the power to change my mind and to change my life. I mean, you can create whatever affirmations you want, but it's proven that how we think will change our outcomes. And sometimes those voices in our heads are saying the wrong things. Last on this list is to eliminate. You may need to consider creating a wellness cupboard for this program, getting rid of things like chips, candy, soda, juices. You may want to consider words, habits, people, places to eliminate in your life, things that do not serve you well. Moving forward, just to wrap up the introduction of this, your 7 habits success tracker. Number 1, did you do the thing that you need to do towards moving towards your 5 pillars goal or habit? Number 2, did you have Kenzen Vital Balance for breakfast? You can have it with water. You can have it with almond milk. You can have it with, all that type of stuff. Your breakfast version of this, if you were looking to cut cravings, if sugar is an enemy, you're going to start with this, and this is all you're going to have for the morning, okay? Don't mix a bunch of fruit or anything like that. Nothing that has any sugar content, whether it be natural or anything like that. You're just going to have this for breakfast if you're looking to cut sugar cravings for your first 2 weeks, okay? So item number 2, did you have a KVB breakfast? Item 3, did you eliminate processed sugar? So no sugary drinks, no sweet cereals, no sugary salad dressing. Some people say, oh, I'm having a salad. But if you look at the amount of sugars that are in your salad dressing, it is loaded in many cases. Many sugary sauces when you eat out, candy bars, etc. So did you eliminate the sugars? Number 4, did you have a second serving of KVB? If you are really aggressively working on dropping pounds, use this for lunch or for your dinner, 2 meals a day. The second meal, you can add your fruits, vegetables, etc. Have it with a salad, something like that. Load up in those categories. If you're not looking to drop massive pounds, then just make that a lean green meal. And then, so for those dropping a bunch of pounds, 2 KVBs a day. The second one, have with something like a salad or a bowl of fruit. Your third meal, whether that be lunch or dinner, whenever you choose to have that meal, it's a lean green meal, okay? Or maybe it's just all green, whatever you want to do there. But you're trying to get rid of the bad oils. You're trying to get lots of healthy fruits and vegetables, all that good stuff. Number 6, you get a point for living water. You need at least half your body's weight in ounces. So if you're 160 pounds, turn that to half the number 160, turn that into 80 ounces, or 8 10-ounce glasses of water, PiMag water, preferably, per day. Item number 7, shake it up, baby. And you may think I'm talking about a shaker for your shake, which is a good thing. But what I'm really talking about is you gotta move it. 30 minutes of body time. You have energy, vitality, and stamina to spare. And if you want to be well, you got to move. And if that moving is just walking, 30 minutes a day. And if you're in a place where your body's in trouble and you can only do 5 minutes a day this first week, start there. I'll give you the point. If you get to 10 minutes a day the next week, great. But your target, folks, is 30 minutes a day. At least 4 days a week is, if you will, aerobic exercise, or you're walking. If you want to alternate so you're not getting bored, go ahead and do some weights, do some dancing, do some stretching, whatever on some of the other days, but at least 4 days of really good aerobic activity. We're putting a whole program in here. I don't believe any one thing fixes everything, okay? So if you want bonus points, I've shown some ways where you get bonus points. We'll talk more about those later. We put in a tracking form in here. What did you get for points today? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What's your total for the week? This next line on the bottom says, what's your starting weight? That's today. Mark it down. Okay? What are your starting inches? Go online, get a chart of different, you can see body measurement charts. You can just Google it. And they'll give you a place to measure on your wrist, and to measure on your forearm, and to measure on your biceps, and to measure around your chest, and to measure around your midsection and your waist and your thighs, and you add up all the inches. What are your total inches? Okay? And you can choose once a week, once a month, measure your inches, put them down so you have a place to chart, and we'll talk about why. So with that, we are complete with the introduction for this program. And let me stop the sharing of this just a moment. There we go. Recording will be eliminated just a minute. Boom, 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 boom.